amazing intern, Crystal, is doing double duty in the kitchen and talking about zero waste when it comes to food. You just made an amazing, also, Jamaica drink, which means hibiscus.
Hibiscus, yes.
And you're using the same hibiscus, Jamaica, to make tacos.
That's right. We don't waste a thing.
Crystal, I love this. Okay, you have been vegan since 2016.
2016,
and I have to tell our viewers, all of the really incredible vegan guests and bakeries that we've recently had come on are Crystal finds. She's introduced us to so many, and they're so flavorful. I think sometimes people hear vegan and they say, what am I gonna eat?
Oh, does it look like I'm not eating, Dina? There's so many amazing options, especially today in 2023. Even when I went vegan back in 2016, there was still quite a bit, but I mean, even more so now. I mean, are you kidding me?
Well, you know I love a veggie option almost over anything else.
Oh, that's right.
So teach us this new recipe.
Yes, so if you remember the Jamaica strands that we had in our last segment, we don't waste them. We just keep them here and we're gonna start grilling them.
Wait, so Crystal, you're saying we're eating the flour?
I'm saying we're eating the flour.
So we steeped it, it's now cooked down, and then you fried it up?
That's right, that's right. We fry it up, add a little bit of onion in there, and you add some seasonings as you would with a taco. And it does look a little charred, but you know what? It's just the beautiful color of the Jamaica leaf.
Well, you were setting out the tortillas, the beans, the rice, the avocado. I was so excited. Is this, it smells delicious, first of all. Is this going to be sweet or savory? I can't even imagine.
Oh, it's going to be savory. It's going to be savory because
way.
the actual, while the aguas fresca is sweet, that's because we sweeten it. The actual like flour is not very sweet. It is savory. So that's why it gives it that strong flavor, and it's going to be an even better strong flavor in tacos.
So Crystal, you put some flavoring because I want to taste the actual petal or the leaf.
Yes, yes.
On its own. Yeah, I do. So you put salt, pepper?
Yes, salt, pepper, almost any. I put cumin, I put a little bit of chili powder.
Oh my gosh,
I
it
put
smells
a little
good.
lime
Is it
juice.
weird to eat a flower, or it's
Not
like
at all.
no
We're
big deal?
about to eat them. This is a low waste.
I've only had rose, little bits of rose.
Yeah, that's good too.
On cookies and various desserts.
Huh.
What does it taste like? What do you think?
It is meatier than I thought.
Yeah,
it's almost like a mushroom.
It's got a good texture, but
I'm so curious.
Let's get this dish
This
up.
sounds like a great substitute, though, for that meat. And I think you have some really interesting facts in here. So people eat, on average, 5 different types of species, but when you go vegan, there are over 20,000 types of edible plants.
That's
so you're
right.
expanding your palate.
Oh, yeah.
And your options.
Oh, yeah. Everyone asks me, oh, do you find it limiting? Not at all. I mean, like you said, we're replacing those 5 animals. Those same 5 animals that we find in almost every dish with over 20,000 edible plants. Some people might not even think to try those. I mean, who would have thought to try a Jamaica leaf?
Okay,
yeah,
so
I had no idea.
You put salt, pepper again, onions.
Yes, yes.
And what else?
We do salt, pepper, onions. We add a little bit of lime juice. Salt, pepper, cumin, chili powder, and really a garlic and salt, or garlic salt, excuse me, and onion powder, and really any seasoning that you would want to put on a taco.
And then what kind of beans and rice do you add in with
Dina,
this?
I know that's your favorite thing. So I like to make refried pinto beans, which I've added here. I add a little bit of coconut oil to it. I know that sounds funky, but that gives it a good creamy texture. And then just white rice. It's gonna go great.
And are you layering all of that in the taco, or are you putting it on the side?
Oh, we certainly can do that. I was planning on doing it on the side, but that's a great option
I'm learning
too.
from you.
Let's do it.
I love following your social media too, because you will post these very unique recipes, and then you'll do a poll and have people guess what it is you're substituting.
Yes, that's an option that. Yeah, I did do this poll on Instagram, and not anybody actually guessed that it was Jamaica. Well, I did have one cousin who guessed that it was Jamaica, but otherwise, everyone was guessing jackfruit. They were guessing so many options, which just shows how many, the options are limitless.
Yeah.
And that people might not know. There's not a ton of awareness
That's
here.
right. That's
I love
right.
it. And you're using corn tortillas.
Correct.
It's like a El Pastor.
Yes, yes, it's very similar to El Pastor. We're gonna add these, speaking of El Pastor, this pineapple here that I added a little bit of tahini on, which is a great flavor. So let's add that.
Sprinkling that in.
Yes, sprinkling that into the tacos.
And then are you also doing a little bit more garnish?
Yes,
and
we're
lime?
gonna add lots of garnish here. We're gonna add some cilantro as well as some onion.
Okay, let's bring them over. Load us up.
Yes, let's do it. And then we'll add the beans and rice. I know, Dina, that's your favorite.
Oh my goodness. I think I'm gonna love this too, though.
Oh yeah, no, it's a big hit. My mom was actually the one who taught me this recipe. She said, hey, why don't you try it with Jamaica? And I said, what? Jamaica? And it's just been a big hit. And it's a zero waste. That's the best part, is you don't waste anything. You've got a great drink to pair it with, and then you just keep these little leaves behind.
I love it. Like, there is zero waste, and if there's some
waste.
leftover, you could also compost it.
Oh yes,
right?
yes, that's a great option. Composting is a great option, but I like to upcycle ingredients first.
Oh, we've learned so much from you in both of these segments today. We are going to be digging in. I can't wait. Load me up.
Dig in, ladies.
Keep
Thank you.
doing it.
Our recipe will be on our website, and you can follow Crystal. She is so fun at Christy Cream on Instagram. Thanks so much for being in the kitchen,
Oh,
Crystal.
thanks for having me in the kitchen.
And feeding us.
Yes, of course.
Coming up next on GTU, it's never too early or late to learn financial literacy skills, the ways to make wise money decisions.
And spoil the mom in your life, all